Alright, people, I'm back. Sorry I've been gone for a while. These last 2 weeks haven't been great for me. Firstly, my laptop crashes, and before I have time to fix that, I have some important schoolwork that needed to be done first, so I had to leave that for now. And even after I get it fixed, and I already missed the semi-finals of AFCON by then, I was gonna review the finals, but the day before I fell sick and missed even a chance to review the finals. Well, I'll get the short review right now. Ivory Coast won, Nigeria lost. I'm sad. Congratulations to Ivory Coast. I feel like crying. Alex, it will be a shit. So that's basically the review I was gonna give anyway. But right now, I was like, what am I gonna talk about now that AFCON is over? I guess I could talk about the Premier League and maybe Champions League games. So I guess I'm just gonna talk about the Premier League and the matches that happened recently. The Champions League, I'll review that after the round of 16 first leg is over. So let's get to some Premier League reviews. Liverpool 4, Brentford 1. Liverpool are currently top of the league with 2 points clear of second place Arsenal after smashing Brentford 4-1 with goals from Darwin Nunes, McAllister, Mo Salah, and Cody Gakpo, and of course Ivan Toney getting a consolation for Brentford. Liverpool really want to win this league for Jurgen Klopp. Now, would they win it? I'm not technically sure because I feel like Klopp announcing he's leaving 6 months before the season end would affect the morale of the players. But I don't know, they might end up winning the league, or it depends. I'm really gonna think when it comes to their match against Chelsea in the Carabao Cup. For me, that game will decide whether or not they can still win this league, or whether or not they're just gonna choke and have Man City win it in the end of the season. But anyways, great win for Liverpool. Brentford, they're not really in danger of going down, but with forms like this, I feel like Thomas Frank is in danger of getting the sack. And as for Ivan Toney, he is far too good for this team. He needs to make a summer move very soon, probably to a Chelsea. Please and thank you. Arsenal 5, Burnley 0. Seriously, what's going on with Arsenal? Ever since losing to Fulham on match game 20, they've been on a roll. They've beaten Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest, Liverpool, West Ham, and Burnley by an aggregate scoreline of 21-2. They've even scored 5 goals or more in 3 of those matches. Arsenal were great against Burnley, smashing them with 5 goals, with goals from Odegaard, 2 goals from Saka, 1 from Trossard, and even Kai Havertz gets on the score sheet. People might not want to accept it, but Arsenal are seriously still in the title race. Can they win the league? Probably not. But right now, I'm going to say Arsenal are one of the best teams in form right now. And William Saliba is one of the best defenders in the world. Like, no joke, this guy is really special. He's on power right now with Van Dijk and Ruben Diaz in the Premier League. And as for Burnley, yeah, they're going down. Like, seriously, I don't think they should sack Vincent Company. I think if they're going down, they need to keep him because right now, he's what they need for the championship. But Burnley, this is not really looking good. I thought when they came up, they were going to be one of the surprise teams. Hell, I even predicted they might crack the top 10. But right now, it's not looking good. They are currently 19th in the league, and I won't be surprised if they even finish 20th. Newcastle 2, Bournemouth 2. What an entertaining match between Newcastle and Bournemouth. Newcastle obviously were without strikers Alexander Isak and Callum Wilson, and I thought Bournemouth were going to capitalize on that. Although to be fair, they almost did. Bournemouth obviously took the league with Dominic Solanke. What a season he's been having. And then Anthony Gordon equalized with a penalty. But then Semenyo, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, scored to make the game 2-1. And I thought that was how the match was going to end, with a 2-1 win from Bournemouth. But then Mantrici ended up scoring a last minute equalizer to seal the game in a draw. And I really have to say kudos to Newcastle. They've really been inconsistent, but they've still been pulling results, and they're still in contention for Europe. And will they get it? Let's wait and see. As for Bournemouth, Andoni Areola is really proving why they signed him as their coach, and hopefully they can pick up with this momentum and continue with the way they are. Aston Villa 2, Fulham 1. Same old Fulham, still as inconsistent as ever. As for Aston Villa, what an amazing win with 2 goals from Ollie Watkins. Honestly, that guy is really on the roll right now. And between him and Dominic Solanke, who have 13 and 14 goals between them, it's going to be a pick to see who goes for the Euros. I still think Ollie Watkins should be the one, but I won't be surprised if Dominic Solanke gets picked ahead of him, because we all know Gareth Southgate is really biased towards his players. But as for Aston Villa, they might be out of the title race. I'm not really sure why they were in it in the first place, but they're still in the top 4 race. Do I think they'll get Champions League football? Probably not. I think Europa League is the best they can do. Well, we'll wait and see. They might shock me. Nottingham Forest 2, West Ham 2. It's not really looking good for West Ham at the moment. After suffering a 3-0 defeat to Man United and then a 6-0 defeat to Arsenal, you would have thought they would have come to Nottingham Forest to grab at least something. But instead, they lost 2-0. Even Calvin Phillips ended up picking a red card in the game, his highlight for the season so far. Nottingham Forest, meanwhile, had a great win, going in both additional minutes of the first half and the second half, with goals from Taiwo Awoniyi and Callum Hudson-Odoi. Nottingham Forest look like they're not in danger of being relegated. Nuno Espirito Santos really doing a job in keeping them up, and we'll see see if they can survive and how they'll go on next season. As for West Ham fans, just don't panic. Yes, it's not really been great result, but you're still ninth on the table. You're not in danger of getting relegated. Sure, you might not get Europe, but just don't sack Moyes. Wolves 2, Tottenham 1. Wolves have now beaten both Tottenham and Chelsea twice this season. This is an amazing win for them, with João Gomez getting 2 goals and Kulusevski scoring a consolation for Tottenham. Before the season started, everyone thought Wolves were one of the favourites to go down, having lost key players, their manager quitting, and nobody really trusting Gary O'Neill to do anything. But right now, they are 11th in the league, breathing behind Chelsea and having a great season. As for Tottenham, still always bottling things. They're in the top 4 race, and if they're not careful, they might lose it to either Aston Villa or Man United. Just Spursy being Spursy, I guess. Man City won, Chelsea won. This was an indeed crazy game, if I do say so myself. Everyone in their dogs didn't expect Chelsea to get anything from this game, and neither did I, and I'm a Chelsea fan. But I mean, can you blame me? Chelsea have been very inconsistent this season. Meanwhile, Man City just got back Haaland and De Bruyne and look on par to win their first Premier League title in a row. These two teams had already clashed this season, playing a 4-4 draw at Stamford Bridge in arguably the game of the season. And this game was not a dull fest either. Chelsea, despite not really having much possession, really dominated that first half and had so many chances to get goals. And obviously they did score with Sterling, but they missed so many chances and this could have been a Chelsea win. But obviously in the second half, Man City dominated, Rodri got the goal, Chelsea had to hold on, and in the end it ended 1-1. What a great result for Chelsea. Despite being inconsistent, they somehow managed not to lose against Man City. I mean, technically they didn't win the game, but with Chelsea's performances this season, drawing against Man City is still a big result. As for Man City, no one should say anything. They're still in the title race. They might even end up winning this league because you know Man City are never truly out until the final game. Brighton 5, Sheffield United 0. Like seriously guys, what are Sheffield United still doing in the Premier League? Can we just relegate them already? They offer nothing to this league, and them and Burnley are just here to fill in space. Yes, I know that they had some goals ruled out for offside in this game, but let's be honest, they were never really going to win this game. Obviously, Brighton getting a nice win, 5 goals. Adingra showing why he's truly the real deal. I'm still not upset about the whole AFCON final thing. But anyways, this boy is going to be a big thing. Even Danny Welbeck scored in this game, and he rarely scores these days. But this is really a great win for Brighton. They're really looking good. And as for Sheffield United, just go away. Man United 2, Luton 1. Great win for Man United against Luton, with Rasmus Højlund scoring 2 goals in 7 minutes. Honestly, that boy has really gotten into his own after a slow start to this season. But Man United fans, calm down. You just beat Luton. Stop acting like you won the Premier League or something. As for Luton, they might still stay up this season. They are really putting up a fight, unlike Sheffield United and Burnley, and I would really like them to stay up. But looking at the Premier League table, I really doubt they will. Everton won, Crystal Palace won. Basically just a naughty match in the end. Crystal Palace stayed the league with Jordan Ayew strike, and then Amadou Onana equalizes for Everton to end the game 1-1. I will say this though, Everton are currently out of the relegation zone on goal difference, but Luton Town still have an outstanding match, so they're not really out of the water yet. Meanwhile, Crystal Palace have finally let Roy Hodgson go, and hopefully he's retired for good this time, and they replaced him with Oliver Glasner, the man who won Ajax for the Europa League in 2022, and hopefully he can bring success to the team. So that's all we have for the review of Premier League game week 25. I'll try and do more Premier League reviews and predictions in the future, and Champions League too. I'm not doing Europa League or Conference League, you know what you care about those, but I'll give my best on giving more reviews. My exams are coming soon, so I don't know how many reviews I'll be able to do, so you might miss a few. But anyways, that's all we have for the video. Make sure to like, subscribe and comment. Thank you and goodbye.